Ashwini, the Nifty doesn't seem to have any problem. What would you trade it up to, and what's a good trading strategy to adopt on the Nifty at this point?
Well, clearly you have to be long because the index is hitting new all-time highs every day. I think the next level could easily be 67, 67.50, and that could happen as we get up to the budget. The good thing about the action is that leadership is rotating. It's either the mid caps leading, or once they start to correct, the leadership comes back to large caps. Large caps have consolidated for last 2 or 3 months. Now they are ready to break out. Between sectors, capital goods is taking a break, infrastructure is taking a break, while FMCG is coming to the fore, real estate, banks, all the interest rate sensitives are coming up. Reliance, after a couple of months of consolidation, that's breaking out to new highs. ICICI Bank, that could be expected to go up to 1600. So there's enough, large cap leadership. Mid caps, meanwhile, are consolidating, correcting. So I think this keeps the market healthy, and, it's consolidating while it's moving up. So that's a good sign.
Ashwini, your thoughts on, you were saying that you were positive on the banking stocks. What would be your pick of the pack?
I think the large caps, ICICI Bank still has room to go up to 1600. HDFC Bank is sort of now breaking out. That could be headed towards 2000. Several of the PSU banks like, Bank of India, that could be headed towards 455, 460. Axis Bank, that could easily get up to 1300. So a whole lot of banks are coming back. In reality, DLF, that's getting back up to, previous highs of about 1200. That could get up to 1280, 85. So I think Parsavnath has finally crossed the high that it made on the listing day. So that's a pretty good buy. 530 is a support here. You could be looking at around levels of 850.
Been talking to us, Anant Rao on futures and options, and Ashwini Gujral on technicals also with us at this point. Gentlemen, morning. Ashwini, what's your call? Do you see 2500 on the Nifty breaking this week, or do you think we'll manage to hold above that for a while?
Well, we have to remember that we're in a primary bear market, and like bull markets, no tops. In a bear market, trying to, forecast bases at every level is a mistake. And 2500 is such a well advertised level that it's likely that chances are that the Nifty is going to fall through. Sure, it may, trade in this range of 25, 27. But given that more than half the market has broken down, I think the odds are fairly low that 2500 would hold up.
Two key banking stocks are the ones that saw the most selling pressure last week, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank, and where you see support for both now.
The ICICI Bank broke down below a key level of 280.85. Now I think the next level there could be around 220.
So it's the characteristic of the rally is still not something that I would term a bull market or the emergence of a bull market. It would take a very brave man to call this the beginning of a bull market. Let me add to that one more thing, which is that the quality of the rally is worsening, and you can see that a lot of stocks are falling even as the markets are rallying, and that's not a good sign for a sustainable rally, or even a bull market rally. So one must bear in mind that the internals are worsening. I don't want to stick out my neck and say that the lows are in place and that they won't get violated. I still think that we are still very much in a bear market, and that this is a bear market rally. I see no evidence, whether fundamental or technical, to believe that the markets have changed completely for the better, and that the lows are firmly in place and they will never probably be revisited. I don't belong to that camp at all. But I think, if the markets remain here around election time and probably have then captured the positives of the UPA coming back with probably, greater strength, then there is no incremental upside that you can expect from that result. So you're actually going to be positioned for a fall even, post-elections in either scenario, which is the UPA comes back or that almost nobody is there to form the government. So I think a lot of the positives are already in the price. The negatives of a poor election outcome definitely are not in the price. So, you are actually set up even on that front in a relatively weak manner.
From the evidence of what you've seen for the last 3 months, are you ready to say that the bear market is over?
I think so. I think so.
Do you sense enough momentum, Shankar, in the market right now, globally and locally? Because if that were the case, then even if we do take in a 15% plus kind of correction at some point, by the end of the year, it's just 5,000 points we're talking about. We could be pretty close to 21,000. Is that a likely outcome in your eyes at all?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that, as opposed to believing that our highs were a good 2-3 years away, now it definitely does look that, given strong global cues for the rest of the year, or at least even for 3 months. And remember, what happens in 6 months elsewhere will happen in 2 months here. The Indian market is like a hungry man at a buffet table. Let this market loose on moderately positive news, and it will do what it was ordinarily supposed to do in a year, it will do in a week.